So let's switch it up a little bit. Um, Instead of a party, instead of a big ass rave, instead of a bar, this time it was at a convention. It was a anime convention, if I don't recall. And they used to do this convention around Halloween time as well. So every year it would be like, do I want to go to this anime convention called Onicon, or do I want to go to something wicked? Usually something wicked would win, but we'd go to Onicon a couple times, especially when they change the date, not on that Halloween weekend, they do it like the week before. Then we would start going to it a little bit more. And these conventions, they're fun in their own different kind of way. Everyone's dressed up as anime characters and everyone's there to shop and chit chat and just have a good time. Now, me, I like some animes. Okay. The Japanese animes, I like some of them. I'm not a huge super fan, but I like a good chunk of them, right? Now, I don't like them enough to the point where I'm going to dress up. Okay. But my sister, she is really into them. And she really wanted to go one year because she's never been. And, I've told her before what Onicon is like. And so she wanted to go. And one year I bought her a ticket and me and my wife, we all went. And my sister, she wanted to dress up and she wanted me to dress up with her. Why did I have to dress up with her? She could just dress up, go and have a good time, have fun. But no, she wanted to dress up and she wanted me to dress up with her. She was a chick. She was chicken shit. She didn't want to go dressed up by herself. I was like, all right, sister, I'll go with you. I'll dress up. You find whatever you want to dress up as, and I'll find a character from that anime to dress up as well. And that way we can be from the same anime. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. And she decided on Final Fantasy, the Turks, Reno and Rude. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, they are like a secret service kind of, they're basically thugs for for a company, and they are dressed up in black suits. And her character has wild red hair, and the character's kind of nutty and like, oh yeah, super energetic kind of guy. And I went with Rude, who was basically the serious guy. He was the strong faced guy that just kind of frown, doesn't talk too much. It was perfect. It was good. It was a great fit for me. So I went with the strong and silent character. The problem was that character is bald. I have a head full of hair. CK would have been perfect for this role, but he was bald and he was black. I contemplated shaving my head just for this, but that contemplation didn't last very long. I decided to go with a bald cap. So, we went out to the store, we bought a bald cap, we bought some paint and some makeup and this and that. And I think I bought two bald caps, one to try, one to experiment with and put it on and see how good I can make it look. And the second one was a real deal. So I remember I took the cap and I put it on and, I did the whole tuck in the hair and I did the makeup and I'm trying to color or with makeup, the scalp, the head to make it match my skin tone. We realized a couple mistakes that we made. And, we were like, okay, we know how to do this now. Don't do that. When we do the real thing, we got this. Spoiler alert, we didn't have this. So the day came, I put on my outfit, I put on the bald cap, and, we do the makeup as best as possible. And it actually didn't look bad. It didn't look too bad. You can tell that it was a bald cap, but it didn't look too bad. We go to the event and we're walking around. Now, the outfit that I'm wearing is basically it's a suit and tie. Okay. Like a suit and tie, like Men in Black. It was, the slacks. I had the white shirt, long sleeve. I had the dress jacket on and I had a tie on and then I had some sunglasses on and my bald cap. That's what I look like. And we took a couple photos, me and my sister. And my sister, she did the hair for this wig. She did everything. She looked great. She looked awesome. And she got a lot of compliments at this convention. And it was kind of funny because whenever we would go somewhere, I'd walk up to like a booth or something, and the person would look at me and be like, "Oh, where are you supposed to be?" And then my sister, who's dressed up as Reno, walks up right next to me and says, "Oh, Reno! Oh, Reno and Rude!" Now they recognize me. They know who I am. It's like, okay, cool, great. I'm your accessory. I was my sister's accessory. And that couldn't be any more true because otherwise I just look like a bald Secret Service guy. And my sister was the character that everyone recognized. And that was fine. I'm good with that. That's no problem. We're walking around. There's hundreds of people in this convention. I'm wearing a jacket. I'm hot. I start sweating. My makeup starts coming off. It becomes more and more evident that I'm wearing a bald cap. And we took several pictures that looked really good. And then some of the pictures at the end, they looked rough. They were like, oh, there's the line. You can see the makeup. You can see barrels of sweat going down the side of my face. It was bad. It was really bad. And I tried to fix it as best I could. I'd go to the restroom, I'd dab myself down. There was nothing I could do. I I had to take off the cap. I was sweating way too much. It wasn't stopping. So I took off the bald cap and now I'm just a dude in a suit and tie with some messy hair, wearing sunglasses, walking around, even next to my sister, who was still looked great in her Reno costume. I was unrecognizable. Nobody knew who I was anymore. It's like, man, this sucks. So I started to just walk around and I kept going. We kept doing our thing. And I kind of stopped taking the photos because I was no longer in costume, right? So, whatever. And eventually I would start posting up next to these booths because, well, some of these booths I had no interest in, right? Like my sister would go in, she'd look around, my wife would go in, she'd look around, and I didn't have really any interest in it. So I'd post up outside of the booth and just kind of stand there. And I, s- I don't, I swear some people would walk by and they'd be like, "Ooh, he's he's security or something." Because I'd get that stare, you'd be like, "Mm." I get that stare that where people are like, "Oh, don't steal anything." That that look where they give you the side eye. I was getting quite a few of those. Like, all right. People think I'm security. All right. I kept doing it. Every single booth that we went to, I just started doing it, just posting up, and I'd keep getting the side eye. And so, since I wasn't in costume anymore, it was my way of entertaining myself. So, it's whatever. I had fun. I don't give a shit. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I used to go to a lot of bars. Yeah. Back in the day. Now, this one, I went to the bar with my friend, one of my best friends from since like middle school. I know his family, I know his siblings, I know his parents, and they're basically like my second family. So we went out to a bar with them on Halloween, and we've been to this bar before. They played live music. Um, I believe it was Abe's, the bar. So we went to this bar. I was dressed up as the Joker that year, and I had taken my time with this costume. This was before the Dark Knight movie came out, and then the Joker costume became popular. Okay. I had custom made my own Joker costume. I bought some white pants and I bought a Halloween costume for a doctor with a long white coat. And I bought some dye, right? Like some coloring dye. And I colored the white pants and the white jacket. I colored the white jacket to look purple. So I colored these because I couldn't find a jacket. I couldn't find a Joker jacket anywhere online. I couldn't find it in stores. It was just non-existent at the time. So I made my own. I went to like Macy's or something. I got myself an orange long sleeve. I bought some ribbon to wrap it around and make myself that long bow tie that the Joker wears. And I did my own face paint and I took some hair color stuff and I colored my hair green. I went all out for this costume. And not to toot my own horn, I looked awesome. Okay, one of my favorite Halloween costumes, which I did there, and yeah, I took pride in that. And so we went to the bar. We're having a good time. My friend's brother is dressed up as the Reno 911 guy with the short booty shorts. And, he's like, "Oh, Joker, I'm going to arrest you, blah, blah, blah." And, we just had a good time there. And, they were having a Halloween costume contest. And so I remember that some guy was walking around and I see this guy coming towards our table and, I didn't say anything, but I see him coming. And then he leans in and he's like, "Hey, you've been selected to go up on stage for the Halloween costume contest." Okay, cool. Awesome. And, I guess he liked my costume. And, the night goes on. We're having drinks. The time came, it was like midnight or something. And all the people that were selected go up on stage. I was at the end of it. I don't remember how many people. It had to be like 10 people and they were all in costume, of course. And I remember I was second to last. I remember I was second to last up on stage, and the costume that I was next to was a giant box. Okay. Some girl cut out a giant box and she painted it to look like a Barbie doll box, like a toy, right? And she was inside of it and she looked like a Barbie doll. And it was a really nice costume, very creative. It was very cool. And she was all dolled up and it was a fun costume. It was a very good costume. And I'm up on stage next to this box. And then I'm next to another guy who just so happens to be dressed up as the Joker as well. It's like, all right, cool. Homemade. He got the wig, he got the paint, he did his own thing. Very similarly, because again, the Joker costume didn't exist at the time. Not really. And he did his own thing. And personally, I think I look better than him, but whatever. But I was nice to the dude. Like, "Oh man, this is a nice costume." He's like, "Yeah, man, I really like yours." And it was cool. It was nice. And so we're up on stage and they're going down the line and like, this is Spider-Man, this is whoever, right? And everybody's cheering for them and whoever gets the loudest cheer wins. And so they're going down the line. And then the girl next to me in the box, she steps forward and she does her little sing and dance, right? And she's like, "Woo, yeah," turning around. The crowd is going nuts for her. They love her costume. And like I said, it was a really good costume. So she steps back and she kind of runs into me. I'm like, "Oh shit. Okay. So let me get out of the way of the box." And I kind of step back so this girl in the box doesn't trip over. Now, granted, she can't see me and she couldn't feel me because she's in the fucking box, right? So she probably didn't even know that she bumped into me. So I took a step back and then they're like, "And the last contestant over here is the Joker." And the guy next to me, he's raising his hand and the crowd's going nuts for him. And I'm like, "Oh, did you say the last one? Fuck. All right." When I heard that, I got next to the other Joker at the end, but I guess it was too late because by that time the announcer was like, "And I think we have our winner, the box, the fucking Barbie doll won." And I I was just kind of standing there like, "Oh, okay. All right, whatever." You know, and it kind of sucked, but it was fine. I didn't really care about the contest, to be honest with you. I was just there to have a good time and have fun. I was up on stage and I'm just, "Yay, that's cool." So, I had fun. It's whatever. Fucking box one. It was a good costume. But still, I remember that damn box, that punk ass box. Another story. This time it wasn't my fault. This time it was me, my wife. Well, yeah, my wife's in quite a bunch of these. Yeah. Halloween party, house party. We went out in the boonies. I don't remember where we went, but it was far. It was like an hour and a half, long ass drive. When we get there, the hostess, she's drunk as fuck already. She's drunk. Like we were a little late. She was drunk. She was gone. She was white girl wasted already. Not my fault. Already happened. Okay. So she was already drunk, and we got there, and we go in, and, we say hi, we're hanging out, we're taking pictures, we're having some of the drinks that was there. She made like a punch, and she just poured a big ass thing of rum in there, and she couldn't taste the rum. So I guess she just went to town, and she was wasted. She was done. Our friend that came with us just so happened to be Abby. And Abby, she likes to go both ways, okay? Abby likes the guys, and Abby likes the girls. Well, the hostess, she was a cute girl, nice fat ass. Abby noticed this nice fat ass. So we're gathered around the watering hole. We're getting our punch, and Abby puts her hand on the hostess's ass and starts rubbing it. And she's like, "Damn, girl, you got a fat ass." And the hostess turns around and she says, "Thank you." and to my recollection, the hostess does not go both ways, but she was wasted. I guess she took the compliment. Um, so we got our drinks, and I go outside with Abby's boyfriend, and we're out there, we're hanging out, we're having our drinks, and we're just chit chatting, and the girls are still inside. And I hear this one guy talking to another guy. And what I heard was, "Hey, dude, there's some girl filling up your girl's ass inside." And this was like 5 minutes later. So I was outside, and I guess it was still happening. Like she kept touching her ass or something. And because it was, like I'm saying, it was 5 minutes later, and they're just talking about it outside. Like, "Hey, bro, this," you know? So I'm like, "Uh-oh. Oh shit." The host, he decided to go back into the house, and I'm trying to look through the windows like, "Oh shit, do we need to go? Do we need to go? Get the car started. Let's go. Let's go." And but then I see Abby and my wife coming out from one of the back doors. I'm like, "Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're good." And, I'm still trying to look through the windows. They were wide open. Uh like seeing what's happening, and it looked like everything was okay. And yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So you see, that one wasn't my fault. I didn't even do anything, but I'll take it. It's a good time.
All right.